I think it's very important that young people do get involved in democracy. I think first and foremost young people should be participating in the democratic process and casting their vote.
Most MLAs are very keen to get people to come along for work experience. That's to say 1 or 2 days or a week, some people come, actually shadowing what an MLA does.
Every young person is represented by 6 MLAs in their individual constituency. If you know one of them, or if you support one of them, then ask that individual perhaps to sponsor your work placement or your work experience.
Lots of ways: by contacting their local elected representative, by joining Twitter, joining Facebook, through their schools, through politics societies.
You can't expect them to go to Drafty Hall, listen to some boring old speech. They're interested in the issues of the 21st century. And as far as we're concerned, that's climate change. We set up a website, we set up a petition on the electronic media, and we got thousands and thousands of young people. Now, those young people would not normally be involved in it, but this was an issue that they were aware of, and it was also an issue that, for example, that they felt strongly about.
Recently I was at a primary school and the youngsters there were saying to me, look, we need speed ramps outside our school to slow down the traffic, or we need a pedestrian crossing over that bridge there to make sure we get home safely. Those are the types of issues that you can engage with, surely, or get funding for their local football pitch.
They can get involved in many different ways. For example, they can join, like YMCA has a program for young people, and we are also going to set up a youth panel here in Northern Ireland so that young people can get involved in the decision making of the Assembly.
You can write letters to the newspaper. That's what I did. When I was 16, I wrote letters to the local newspaper, and I remember being late for school and explaining, sorry for being late. I was leaving a statement into the Ulster Herald newspaper. So you can make your views known through youth councils, all of those kinds of things.
Getting involved in formal politics is not for everybody, but young people can get involved in politics in their own local area by joining community groups, by participating in sports clubs or charities or non-governmental organisations, the sort of groups that we see here in the Assembly pressing us to make a difference so young people can get involved, particularly if they're interested in certain issues. That's maybe a route in which they can get involved in politics without having to maybe come and sit here in the Assembly and become members of the administration here.
So MLAs discuss and make decisions that affect every part of my life. I really should know more about what's going on.
I agree, Carla. You know, it's really not hard to find out what's happening in the local government. All you've got to do is go on the Assembly website or the local news that covers most of the main issues. You could always go on the BBC Democracy Live website.
And I could speak to MLAs directly too.
Yeah, you just drop them an email, or you could go along directly to their constituency office.
But how do I find out the address?
Well, you just go on the internet and you do a wee search, and that will give you all the information you need.
Well, thanks for this, Uncle John. It's been great to find out how all this works. It really is up to me if I want my voice to be heard.
Yep.
Right. Do you book this taxi?